Now this illustration deals with location in accordance with NEC 504.10, B as in boy. Now, the location it's talking about is where you install the IS barrier. Now, notice in the illustration to the right of the dotted lines, you're in the classified area. And notice that if you install the IS barriers in the classified area, they must be installed in a explosion-proof enclosure. And then the seal that you see has to be installed within about, say, 18 inches of that enclosure by 501.15 of the NEC to comply with it, also with Article 504. But notice in the imagination wall there, or boundary that you see in the dotted lines, you would also install within 10 foot there, a seal is shown. So that is the downside if you have to install the IS barrier in a classified area. Then notice you would have a seal on the wiring going out to the right, and then you're going to your sensors, and that would be considered a safe zone. Now, if you install now the barrier as the top to the left, and you put the IS barrier there, say in a control room, it's purged and pressurized, that you could really read up on in great detail if you purchase volume 2 of the Stallcup's work, titled Stallcup's Electrical Design Book. But notice that enclosure does not have to be explosion-proof. It could be just a regular type enclosure installed in the control room. And then you would only put a seal at the boundary location, but you wouldn't need a seal further on into the system, because you would be on the safe side of the system with the voltage that if a short circuit or ground fault developed, it just wouldn't create an arc that would exceed the ignition temperature of your gas or vapor. So this figure 4-22 deals with locating the enclosure that contains the barrier in accordance with NEC 504.10, B as in boy.